What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. And look, we have to do another Wasianiverson VOD review because, I mean, this is his Smurf account. 199 games played. His stats are disgusting on it. He hit 1600 LP earlier today on this account. And, oh no, he ran it down the end of the stream, went 8-7. So he ended off at a paltry 1400 LP on literally his second account. His first account is tied for rank 2 NA. I mean, it's absolutely insane, the level that this guy is operating at. It's just a pleasure to watch him play. And I mean, he's so consistent, right? I mean, this eighth that he took, I don't know when the last time he's taken an eighth is. And honestly, I mean, the board he ended off on wasn't even bad. Maybe it's a game where he could end off better than an eighth. But in any case, let's watch some Los Angeles, Tokyo Oasians other account here. We are actually pulling this up as a replay, and let me turn my team planner off before I forget to do it. I was going to just pull up the VOD from his stream, but honestly, why not just pull up the replay? This is courtesy of MetaTFT's replay library, they call it, where you can watch replays of any of the top NA players. I actually messaged in the MetaTFT Discord because it says right now that they're only doing NA, but that they might do other regions in the future. And they said, it's kind of a cool response. They said, you know, if there's specific players that I'm interested in, maybe they could set those up. So maybe I'll ask to set up some specific players so we get some like really cool VOD reviews of other people. I don't know, I haven't responded yet, but I mean, such a cool feature, honestly. And for everybody who wants that, you know, like replay software, I mean, this is basically it, but you know, for NA only. So we start off here with some Kog'Maws. I mean, I think Wasian was considering potentially like a Kog'Maw reroll line, though, you know, with these items, it's pretty hard to make it work. And he also already has this Elise from Orb here, and he's gotten Archangels, which is one of Elise's best items. So I do think Wasian is thinking very much about playing towards Elise this game. This is one of the best lines, just playing towards any kind of Dynamo that you can. Elise is such a good item holder in the early, mid, late game, just all phases of the game. And so we're looking at first Augment with that information in mind. I don't think we really want to take something like Upward Mobility because we actually do have pieces of a strong board. If we can get just any kind of frontline, the Elise does very well. And Expected Unexpectedness, in a similar way, I don't think is actually that exciting here. Normally, you're excited to take this, you get some forecasts, maybe get some direction, but a lot of the forecasts that we're going to hit are not actually going to be an upgrade over Elise. You know, if you hit like a Brand or a Vex, I mean, honestly, Elise is quite good in her own right, and we'd be happier just throwing the items onto her. If you get like a Misfortune, you'd be quite happy. You know, MF plus Leona would be really cool, or maybe some gold would be cool. But yeah, I don't think either of these options are that exciting. Build-A-Bud, I think, is really compelling here if you can get a frontliner. If you get a backliner, it's a little sketchy, but we are even holding on to the Elise and the Nidalee here. So even if you get something like a Kindred, you can play towards this like Build-A-Bud Nitro setup. So there's actually like a lot of upside to Build-A-Bud from this spot. I think Wasian took a while on this choice here, so I'm actually going to speed it up a bit because yeah, he thought for a long time here. And I mean, there are a lot of different, you could go down so many different lines. This spot, hard commit, I mean, not my favorite option. It's just so prone to getting some random garbage and feeling horrible. And then Exalted Adventure, since they've nerfed it a bit, not so good. So we do end up taking Build-A-Bud here, and we get a Jax 3, which I think is fantastic here. We think about playing Nitro for a second, but then opt to just play the Rapid Fire on this board here. And we don't send the Archangels because we don't need to. Like, we're going to win this fight regardless. But yeah, I do think this is actually a very good case scenario. Also, ooh, I was going to say, I'm surprised we don't make gold here, but yeah, okay, we do end up making gold here and just holding on to the Nefiri here. I haven't actually looked at Exotech yet, but our first Exotech item is Tank, which is really, really good. If we can get this Cyber Coil, throw it onto Jax, we're going to be very happy. But yeah, I mean, I think this, I like this spot a lot because we've hit the front line that we want to have with this setup. I mean, it's everything you could ever want. The only thing that we're really missing is any kind of Bastion to pair with this Jax, or, you know, potentially the Exotech here. Also, this is an interesting, I want to track Precevent this game because he's playing full open birthday present. You tend not to think of this. I tend to think of birthday present as a win streak augment. You know, you want to be winning early fights with it, snowballing with it, leveling aggressively, getting value out of it. Precevent's just going to use it as a super hard econ augment, and I assume maybe play some kind of like AMP line. I mean, we're winning this fight anyway, so we can see. Yeah, I mean, he has potentially like AMP items, so that makes sense. The other thing I will say about this Build-A-Bud augment, I feel like more and more I like it these days just because it gives you a bunch of gold, it gives you a 3-star 1 cost to play around, and then a lot of people on Prismatic Start are playing these augment setups where they're going to be playing for Lost Streak, the upward mobility, apparently Build-A-Bud. This is kind of hilarious. Dummies here. I mean, this is actually really, really good for Wasian. I assume we're going to go for some kind of tank item here, like a... We had chain open, or was it belts here? I think it was... I feel like it was chain, but actually it might have been belts here. We do end up taking... Yeah, it was chain. Okay. So we take another chain here, which, I mean, if it has to be, it will just be a bramble vest, and yep, we do end up making the bramble. I mean, you know, I think Wasian scouts the lobby and sees there's enough people who maybe angle AD here. This... You know, yeah, I mean, that guy's definitely AD. The Cypher person probably angling towards AD. A lot of two Cypher players, actually, right? Precedent trying to get Cypher in there as well. But this is our board here. We do actually make the Archangel Slam kind of late here. I'm surprised we don't make this earlier into the fight. Hopefully we don't get punished for that, because, yeah, that was a close fight. Wow. Wasian almost caught asleep at the wheel there. I mean, you probably have to split here because you're on such a win streak in this spot here. But we'll see. Like, you want to deny other people. Also, one player chose to split. It wasn't us, right? It was somebody who got 10 gold. That is, I mean, that's so gross. I mean, I can't imagine why. I mean, I guess the idea is it's a Kog'Maw too, and so that's the only reason why you would think about actually playing this on this board. I do think Dynamo on tier release is way too important to pass up, so I do think this is definitely strongest board here. And it's nice that the board fits together very well with Nitro. You know, we were already... we'd already hit the Kindred 2. We obviously picked up the Shyvana, which is really nice in on this board as well for Bastion. And so, yeah, the board actually fits together really nicely. We are also still holding on to these Nefiris here as potential. I mean, the moment we can get Exotech in, we'll be very excited for it. The only thing is it's a little bit tough. I mean, unless we find Jhin. If you find Jhin, then everything's chill. You know, you can play just Jhin plus this. Either just cut Nitro or cut the extra, probably just cutting extra Dynamo there and keeping Nitro in, but we'll see here. Pick up Sword, pick up Spat. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. I mean, I would say very interesting from this spot. I don't actually know. I mean, we're probably not going to make anything out of a Spat. We're probably going to reforge this into Pan. It can be Dynamo +1. It can be Bastion +1 as well, so that's something. So we do actually reforge into the Pan just immediately here. I don't think we're gonna, and then he's gonna reforge this. Oh, and we get chain here. So I mean, I think, and he slams the chain here, but then realizes, okay, honestly, this person that we're fighting not that strong, no combat augment, so we don't actually need to slam the Bastion Spat. But he's getting ready to slam it. I mean, this makes perfect sense. I love this. I mean, it's a nice kind of proactive slam here to just try to, or you know, keep the slam open to potentially keep streak. I don't really want something like Epoch. I kind of like the support cache even, just as a decent take here. It's just I'm a little bit afraid Epoch ends up, we're just in a world where Build-A-Bud is like essentially an econ augment. It's not really a combat augment. And so like if we take Epoch, I'm afraid we'll be too far into that. So I wouldn't mind a support cache. We have this dummy who can like take some stuff for it. We roll actually to try to pick something up something better. We get all the shimmers here. I think this is just the pickup, right? You can grab this. Mogul's Mail is buffed. You can feel very good about this. He actually thinks for a while on it, but does end up picking it up, grabs the Moguls, and can get 4 Bastion in on this board. Yeah, this is fantastic here. You could even level if you want to try to preserve streak, but I think Wasian realizes, like, my board is strong enough. I don't even really need to. And we do have this Bastion emblem kind of, this dummy kind of over here in Narnia, just letting Jax take a decent amount of aggro, but not like full aggro. This means that he will, I mean, almost always, I mean, he should be, a Jax 3 should be proccing this, though. I do think, yeah, we're probably going to lose this fight. Yeah, Build-A-Bud, or this is, that's Living Forge, right? These two, they really need to make these icons a little bit different, but that's Goobums' board. Living Forge ended up actually Mogul's mailing and got to a 3-star Gorilla here. Kind of interesting. I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense. I've played this exact spot before, Build-A-Bud into Gorilla, and it feels, or not Build-A-Bud, the Living Forge, or in my case it was, I think, just a regular Forge into the Mogul's Mail, and Mogul's Mail on like a Mundo 3, or honestly, I played it on an Alistar 3 for a while, and that guy, because he takes that reduced damage proc, he just is absolutely unkillable with that setup. So we go into Carousel here. Sword still open. Could be something like a Gunblade, could be something like a an item towards our Misfortune. We end up not being able to get those, so we take Bow here. I think you would really like Gunblade if you could pick it up here, but sadly we don't get the opportunity for it. So we just gotta chill here and just make the GS. I mean, it is a solid slam. We are also just playing more tempo style. Ooh, actually a little. I mean, that works. That definitely works. Oh my god, it's 6 Bastion here on 3-5. I mean, you can't. I mean, you can't complain about that. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I think this makes sense though. Wasian realizes like the efficiency of him rolling here is quite high. There's a lot of good stuff to hit. Obviously, the biggest thing that we could have hit here is at least 2. We don't end up hitting that, but we end up hitting the 6 Bastion, which is also a huge spike. And I mean, even if we hadn't hit the Renekton, we could have, you know, hit Sejuani and other stuff. So it's actually a very smart roll from Wasian. He gets way more rewarded for that roll than is reasonable. Like we probably were not meant to hit that hard. But I mean, even so, like I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, we already have this Poppy, so yeah, we even without the Renekton, we'd be 6 Bastion on this setup. Though I think we're actually gonna lose this fight. Yeah, I mean. This, we were talking about this in the other video, but Wit's End, one of Graves' best items, just because all of these are proccing off of Graves' cone auto attack. It's pretty gross. So yeah, Wit's End on Graves, very good. And that's, yeah, I mean, that's Jungle Book. I mean, he somehow, I mean, hit a Graves 3 pretty, I mean, very quickly, honestly. So I don't know how that, that happened, but okay. I actually kind of want to look at Prestiven's spot here just to see. He's level 8. I mean, he's going straight to 9, and I imagine, yeah, this is AMP line. Okay, so we'll see here. Back over to Los Angeles, Tokyo here. Just chilling on this board for now. Leveled up and got a Misfortune, and I think we just natural MF in shop because it doesn't look like we rolled at all. And I mean, honestly, we have our front line done in the Jax 3. We have our back line done in the Elise 2. I mean, I think this is a fast 9 from Wasian here. I mean, why not? I think... Yeah, I mean, when you were winning fights on 50 gold here, that is a very good sign to just say, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to push levels. So I think it makes a lot of sense here. We are going to get to see a final augment here. I mean, I don't think you... Wait, it's actually the transistor spot here. I mean, there's no other augment here. I mean, to be fair, 50% of it, so their combat bonus, 50% AD and AP. Yeah, I was gonna say like the AS is a little bit rough onto, like, you don't really care about the AS onto Dynamo units, but the AD and AP is great, and the attack speed onto somebody like Renekton is fantastic. So I mean, it's actually the rare transistor game, but I don't think anything else makes any sense here. Yeah, this is fantastic. I mean, this is why I want to VOD review this spot though. It's like so. It's just such a fun, weird line that you never see yourself in this spot here, where if you have Bastion +1, yeah, you can just take Transistor here. I mean, so it's converting, it's 50% of your start of combat bonus. So it's an extra 70%, right? So it converts into 35 AD and AP for all your Bastions, and they get 50% AS. And that's a lot, 35 AD, AP, and 50% AS. I mean, compare that to the Prismatic Augment, the one that gives you 50 AD and AP on 4 backliners. I mean, this is way better than that. And that's a Prismatic. So yeah, I think this is... Actually, I mean, 6 Bastion with this seems disgusting, especially when you, you know, you have the Bastion emblem that you can throw onto a backliner here. I mean, this is going to sit on the Elise maybe the whole game. Oh, I kind of want to check out... Did Prestiven... Okay, Prestiven went to... I mean, doesn't this look awful, though? Prestiven went 9? I don't know. If Prestiven doesn't bot for this game, then I'll forget everything I know about TFT. Honestly, he won this fight. Okay, maybe I should eat my words, because that's pretty crazy. Los Angeles, Tokyo lose a fight. I don't know. I'm curious and poking around the lobby now that I have the ability to. People pinging. I don't actually know. Probably the spat on carousel just to make sure somebody doesn't get it. As far as our items go, we still don't have heal cut built, right? So I wouldn't mind just taking this bow onto Elise here. Yeah, I mean, I think this is fantastic here. Yeah, missing out on heal cut at this point. You can just throw this onto MF for now, and then eventually... Oh! Actually, it's going to go into Elise, and then the GS is... Oh, okay. I love it. I love it. I mean, yeah, why itemize MF when we could itemize a 6 Bastion Renekton? It's, I mean, obviously MF2 is coming much faster than Renekton 2, but we're going fast 9 anyway, so we might as well play for the Renekton. Yeah, I like this a lot, actually. Very smart. And, I mean, the Elise spreads the red buff fine. I think the MF spreads it a little bit better, but, I mean, honestly, it's not really... this red buff isn't destined to end on either of them. It's destined to end on the Aurora here. I want to just pop back on a Prestiven's board. I mean, this spot looks awful. How is this a spot? I mean, honestly... Wasian's hoping that Prestiven goes down here because he's holding too much of our stuff. He's holding 2 Auroras. He's holding 2 of our Misfortunes as well. We are fighting him here, so we can do the thing. All right, I'll do it myself and win this fight. Though, honestly, I don't know if we can get through this giant Koboko. The Koboko is a big hit for Prestiven because it stabilizes his front line. I mean, maybe... I mean, he's level 9-0. I still can't imagine Precedent top 4ing this game, but we'll see. Maybe I'll have to eat my words. I'm probably not going to tab that much over to Precedent for the rest of the game because I do want to see, especially what Wasian's level 9 looks like here. I mean, you can just play 4 Dynamo and call it a day, 4 Dynamo, 6 Bastion. That's probably your best hin. I mean, you could also find like a Garen sounds pretty sweet as well, being able to like Bastion God of the Net onto Misfortune and then give her the Transistor. It should work with Transistor, though. Looks like we are just going to ignore that possibility just because, I mean, it's a little bit far, and you don't get the Bastion. You don't get like the extra passive off you know, like the extra AD and AP. Make Hodge here for a Nectin, and then the Death Cap. Not really for Misfortune. We'll swap the items around in a sec, but he just wanted to get it slammed here. Though, I mean, it burns an extra mover, but who cares here? We do, yep, the second we find Aurora, that's going to come in here. We can put the red buff onto her, feel very good, and this is why we're holding onto the Kobako, so that we can throw them in with Aurora here. Now we have Aurora pair, so yeah, I think these items end up perfect. And yeah, the Death Cap on Elise, fantastic. Extra AP is never bad on this unit. We have positioning into the... Actually, no, once the dummy dies, we'll have pretty good positioning because, yeah, our backline's not really getting hit here. I will say, you know, this is the point of the game where Build a Bud is definitely falling off. A lot of other people have, you know, hit really strong version of their board, so we need to be hitting, yeah, like our 2-star 5 costs, our 2-star 4 costs to really end up stabilizing in this spot. We want to honestly hit the 2-star Sedge and then get the items off of the Jax here, and yeah, now that we have the Aurora too, we can actually just move triple item over to the Aurora, throw just random Bastion emblem onto Elise, because it's still, I mean, if you think about it, it's, what was it, it's 35 AD, AP, and 50% AS. In general, these AP items are going to be better on Aurora because the AS is essentially wasted just because you get so much mana gen from Dynamo already. So then you say, is 35 AP really worth it? And I mean, you compare that to, you know, the amount of AP and damage you're getting from a Death Cap. No, not really worth it. So yeah. Item here, I mean, we just have to take last Renekton item here. We do get a Titans here for him, which is pretty decent, though I'd really like to get Renekton 2, so I feel like he's actually tanky enough to proc this Titans, because right now I'm kind of afraid Renekton 1 will just die before he procs it. And there it is. That's Renekton 2. We can hit this. But yeah, I mean, just compare 35 AP versus 50 AP plus 15 damage amp, and you can see why we've itemized this way. I think it makes a lot of sense here, even with the Transistor. And I mean, the Transistor is still going to be fine onto Elise. It's going to give her some AP, some attack speed to work with. The attack speed is almost more relevant on her because she cares a lot about getting repeat casts off to MR shred people. But yeah, we have kind of gotten to our capped version of the board. We're winning these fights. We still have a lot of stuff left to hit here. We have the Kobako 2 on bench. We have the Sejuani 2. I have fully expect to see these items move off of Jax here, though. I guess maybe, yeah. I mean, yeah, you definitely do. I was gonna say, like, if Wasian doesn't move them, I would be surprised, but like maybe there's an argument that these are like pure tank items and Jax is more of a pure tank. But I mean, yeah, it's just in general 2-star 4 cost should be better than 3-star 1 cost. So yeah, this makes sense. Jax did a great job tempoing us to level 9 here, and now he can just rest with no items on him and chill. And we're clearing out the rest of the lobby. Also, I did notice, but I didn't take note of it. Precedent did end up just going 8th. Yeah, I don't know about full open birthday present. Your mileage may vary, but yeah, it doesn't sound very good here. When the dummy upgrades, I mean, it's still, I mean, I don't know. This dummy is not really doing that much, I would say. I was just thinking, like, you could bite it, though. Honestly, because it's a dummy, Renekton even gets less stats for biting dummy, right? So I don't think it's on Overlord, right? So yeah. Yeah, I think it doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure they may, I mean, the dummy has more stats than the Alawi, but I believe they made the change where if he doesn't bite a real unit, he gets less stats. That should count for dummy as well. I mean, they mostly did that for the like the Golem, but I believe it counts dummies as well. So I think that's the reason why he's not biting it. But okay, we take actually a loss here to, who is that? Goobums? Oh, Goobums capping out pretty high with this with this Gorilla board here. Got to the 5 techie setup. This is the very awkward in between level 8s, but he has no route to level 9, so he's just gonna have to try to stabilize on level 8 and hope that he can get a top 4. This lobby's so close. Wasian's pretty happy that he's very high HP. Also, whew, the Zed ends up blowing up our backline, but it doesn't matter because our Renekton can just tank up, blow up their backline. And we were looking at a level 10 here, honestly. There's, once again, Still not really sure what the 10 would be here. I don't think you have much to add to this board. I mean, you could add Anima Squad, but that sounds pretty awful, I'll be honest. You could add some random Divinicore, but that also sounds pretty awful. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, Garen would be the ideal, but I mean, we're going to be getting Garen at the end of stage 6. I don't know. This Renekton, oh my god. The Renekton with the... Oh, how much damage did he do this fight? The 15k, oh my god. The Renekton with the Transistor. I mean, this is the Transistor dream. You get to Renekton 2, you get 6 Bastion. This is, it's just so sick to watch here, actually. And yeah, I mean, we've locked in top 2 here. We do pick up the Koboko 2, which is nice here. Get a last item for Elise, which is pretty good here. And so it is us versus this super, super cracked 6 Golden Ox board. We'll see. Oh my god, and he got Flicker Blade onto the Aphelios, one of his best items. I mean, his artifacts are beyond cracked. The Rapid Fire is like fine. Also, he is 7 Aphelioses. That's what some people were pinging earlier. So we gotta watch out for a potential Aphelios 3. Ooh, we lose this fight. Our board is good, but is it good enough to outcap this? We will see here. We're gonna level up here. We do end up just adding in... What did we just add to this board, actually? We just added the Koboko, right? And then move Bastion Emblem up to him, and now we're throwing in basically nothing. But hey, I mean, this allows us to play a Bastion Koboko onto our board. He's going to still use the stats very well, the attack speed. I mean, yeah, Koboko's actually like the dream, huh? Because he used the attack speed well from Transistor, and the AP as well, and just the stats as well, but... all roads lead to Graves winning games. I mean, this Graves comp is just not legal. So, I mean, it's not crazy that we do end up losing to it in the end, but a really cool game for Wasian, playing around the Transistor, the Bastion +1. I don't know. This is just such a fun game that I felt like we had to VOD review it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, check my Twitch, Medify, all the links down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.